welcome to the Carbcast. I am Oli Carbajal, and I'm here with,
Emilio Carvajal.
and this is the introduction episode to our podcast up and coming. We have a lot planned for this. We got
Yes.
multiple ideas to go off of. Everything we're gonna try to do hour-long videos, roughly once a week. If we can squeeze in more, then we'll squeeze in more. But if not, expect it once a week. Um, we have quite a bit of topics that we already have to cover, and we already pre-recorded an episode on tattoos. It was great.
Yeah, we have a lot of different topics.
Mm-hmm.
We've already hit tattooing. We've everything from tattooing, metal work, guns.
Yeah, stuff we find
Basically,
interesting.
yeah. Basically, what when we get together and sit down and just have a good time, our random conversations is kind of where this podcast came from.
Yeah, that's
Just
that's
our
the whole
random.
the whole premises of this
Yep.
podcast is we sit down, we have a lot of long talks, and we figured we'd share it with a lot of anybody who's willing to listen.
Yeah. Keeping it
We
random. Hopefully not too. I know I can ramble. Uh, so we try to keep it interesting without going too far into it. But um,
yeah,
it's also exciting. It's like I said, it's something. Just basically taking our conversations that we have whenever we're together and put it in a podcast. So it's kind of cool. I think it's really cool actually, just to be able to have the opportunity to record it and share it.
yeah, and this is honestly, I'm very grateful for having this opportunity to be able to start a podcast and talk about the things that I enjoy, and that hopefully people will listen to it.
It's actually kind of funny because I'm sitting here watching Ken Griffey Jr. and Senior play baseball, and it's a little documentary. And I can't remember if they're like the only or one of very few father son to be able to play pro ball together.
Oh yeah,
So I kind of see this as the same kind of opportunity. Just I mean, I know it's probably not the first father son, but um, it's a cool opportunity to be able to do something father son like
yeah.
this.
I think a father son podcast is. I mean, I haven't heard of any ones that are at least big and notable. I'm sure there's one out there, like you said, but it's a pretty cool concept to have um, a father son podcast. I think a lot of people like kind of have these kind of conversations that we have in person and don't really
Mhm.
bring it together as a father son to a platform like this.
Yeah, and I mean like to be able to record it and have it kind of documented and stuff like that to just kind of almost like a diary kind of thing is cool.
Yeah,
I'm really excited to see like kind of the different things we go through. Like we touched well we spent an hour on the tattooing, and I think we just the tip of the iceberg on that. So
yeah,
um,
that was a lot of
I
fun.
can't.
I hope that people enjoy
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I think we can come back to that too again. And I
Yeah,
think a lot of the topics that we get into, we can definitely hit and come back to later, or multiple episodes or whatever. But um,
mhm.
super fun, just the different conversations we have.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I would love to do. I mean, episodes are going to be random. Don't ever expect from this podcast that
Yep,
one episode will be the same as the next one. I mean, we might do
yep,
multiple episodes on a topic, but for the most part, a majority of our episodes will be pretty different from the last one you heard. And I'm hoping that it allows a wider audience to kind of be introduced at any given time in this podcast. So
yeah,
that's the goal, is to create a podcast just about a lot of things that we find interesting and cool and kind of share it about.
yep. but also never on. Well, I mean, even if it's on the same topic, it's still so random.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I get lost in my. I'll start talking about something, and then it reminds me of something else. No.
yep, that's how it is. That's exactly what the point of this is. And this is not a like factual only podcast or anything like that. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna have facts, we're gonna do our own research and kind of bring it to the table, but we'll also have a lot of opinions. We may not know what we're talking about even after some research,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I think that's just a really a raw kind of like
Yep.
it feels like a human thing. Is that
Yeah.
not everybody knows
Absolutely.
everything about any given subject.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be an awesome adventure. I can't wait to see some comments and questions and stuff from listeners. If you have them, please post them. Um, and even like topic ideas, kind of throw something out and see what our opinion is on it or whatnot. Knowledge.
Yeah.
Oli is a gunsmith, so I mean he's got a ton of knowledge in that. And I mean we could just touch any kind of topic, any idea, just let us know. It'd be
Yeah,
fun to get
that
into
would
that
be
too.
it'd be really interesting and fun to allow people to bring up any given topic. Um, it could be something like crazy, like rocket science. We know nothing about rocket science. We're just,
I'll give you
but
my
like,
opinion on it though.
yeah, we can give our opinion on it, and that's the point. So yeah, this episode is just a little introduction on what to expect from us. I'd like to take this last few minutes of this intro podcast to kind of talk about ourselves, so you can get to know us better
Oh
and
yeah.
understand who we are as people. And I just want to start off by saying that the voice you're hearing now, I am Oleander. Um, Very unique, very cool name. It's awesome.
The flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. It's a poisonous flower. It's interesting, but I'm pretty young, 21, uh, and I'm working as a gunsmith at the moment. I got into guns a couple years back and really dove deep into it. I love learning, so I mean I pick up new things all the time, and that this will help me kind of express that with this podcast. But yeah, that's me.
My turn, I guess. Because there's nobody else to. No. So I am Emilio Carbajal, father of Oleander.
Hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure I picked that name too.
Yeah, you did.
Um,
You did.
had nothing to do with the flower. It had to do with the band.
Band Oleander.
Yeah, the band Oleander. A little bit about me. I am a correction officer at a prison. um, we're local. Been there for 15 years. Um, some of my hobbies to keep me sane um, is bladesmithing and blacksmithing. Um, and the bladesmithing actually led to um, being on TV. So that's pretty cool. We'll probably get into that at some point.
Yeah, just
Um,
a sneak peek on whenever that episode comes out. He was on Forged in Fire.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that bladesmithing, blacksmithing, all that kind of led to Forge of Fire. And then some of the other little hobbies I have is working on cars and well, just anything I can learn. So hey, Coley, just want to learn
Hmm.
and have a good time.
Yeah, and I hope we both end up learning from this podcast as much as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, if we can get people involved in teaching us some stuff, that'd be awesome.
yeah, that'd be super cool to have some guests on that can kind of talk to us and you know jog our mind a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Expect, like I said at the start of this, expect an episode at least once a week, if not more. Um, Thanks for the listen. Like, share, follow, all the stuff that you've heard a billion times before. It'll help us kind of reach
Click
more.
all the button.
Yeah, click all the buttons. It'll help us reach more people, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep. If not, just listen.
Yeah, listening is the best support that you can give to us.